Bam. Nice. Okay. Just like that. Alrighty. Okay. Let's... You know what? It's that. Nice. Actually, we can go like so. Hey, look at that. Does this have... What does G do? Oh my goodness. I didn't know that's what you could do. There's G for dropping. Well, that doesn't go how I wanted it to go. Let's do this. Up. Oh, really? Oh. Ow. Let's do this, I guess. I guess iron's just gonna be slow. Oh. Hey, we did it. So then we can do this. Okay. So this is the last that I have to go. So let's do a diverter right here. Right? Because I can... Right, okay, perfect, perfect. So that means throw in this. Right? Wait. Perfect. It's a nice clean iron ingot. You could always find one. Toggle. This is gonna go like so. Right, yeah, I'm gonna relocate you. That's fine. That. Alrighty. Boom. And nice. And then this can honestly, we go forward one, boom, we drop down. So I should just, for the sake of argument of Keeping things a little cleaner when I have to. And let's put a little see if that works. Not that anything's happened, right? Nice. Okay. And then I have a chute. There we go. Nice. And top chute, there we go. Just gonna organize real quick. There we go. It's a little better. So top chute. And I got rid of all of them. Here we go. Actually, could I? Yeah, that works. And perfect. Perfect. Maybe even let's do that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work great. So if I ever need to divert everything, that'll work. Oh. I guess one last thing for both of these. All this needs to get polished. Yeah. I don't really have any room for that, do I? In my current setup. What down here, do I? Oh yeah, I can definitely polish these. Do that right here. Let's get rid of that. Like this. Oh, nice. Nice. There we go. Let's also do that just in case. Yeah, that's good. Now this, let's do a little trick here. Is it going to be too tight? Indeed, okay. There we go. I wonder if I... Can I even do this? And then do this? No. Well, that's pretty much my only option there. This is as fast upward as I can go. Alright, I'm just going to move things over just one. Because I do have room for that, actually. Yep. We'll start right here. Let's do this. There we go. And then into the diverter. There we go. Which then goes like this. Like that. Which then gets merged. Like that. And then we have, I don't know why I moved it over there. There we go. Boom. So hopefully I'm not creating any slack. I just realized that this could make it so I don't have any production. Okay. Well. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Not ready for that. This is a problem. I guess in reality, I don't need to have them all make steel, and I don't need to have them all make iron if I wanted to. But it would be nice. It would be nice, wouldn't it? So how do I do that? How do I make it so it's an even spread between all four of them, or an even spread between two of them? I think the answer lies in this. Okay. Let's grab. There we go. So I have this. This is the. Well, folks, let's get this. I'm thinking I have this going like this. It's even spread between those two. This now makes sense. If I want to have an even spread, okay, I need to basically split potentially have a split before this that I don't always do. I don't always run the even split. And use, I guess part of it's so tight right here. I have all this room though here. Let's just, first let's just call it a mechanism. I think I just need to make the mechanism somewhere and then... Alright, so this is the even split. If I wanted to do it like this, this is going to divide between that side and this side. Alright? And right before that, I can have a split. Yeah, like this. I can have it, I can do this. And have it run that way. Yeah, I can have it run like this. Here. So you could go right by it. And run into this splitter here, which will then split evenly between it. Or I can run it. There we go. Like this. We're gonna get a nice one of these. Oh, merge in here. Oh, right. Yes. My favorite. I think I think I just figured it out. Oh, no. There we go. Nice. So that'll help out a lot. Maybe actually just go up a little bit to get around this rock. Okay. Now we can come up here. Try to squeeze. I actually might be able to do that. I'm still getting a mixed bag here. I am. Who's just making iron? There we go. Who's just making iron? You are. Why? And you're getting too much. There we go. Okay, so now switch that direction on, and then I think I need to have one more. One where I turn everything to iron. That's going to be a little trickier, I think, to get that to prime the engine here, fit in here. This needs to be a splitter. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Although I guess I could just straight up. Yeah, it's gonna be that. There we go. This will just straight up and just hit the prime it. And that's, yeah, that's still good. Right there. That, oh yeah, that's interesting. How is that even possible? I did all that, and this one's getting, I don't know. I'm gonna do this, like so. Yeah. I think I need to. Is there a way to divert? I should do this. No, it doesn't work like that. Actually, I can even rotate that. Oh, no, I guess I can't. Must because of that splitter. I'm thinking only taking half of that is turn it on. Good. I need more coal. Turn it on. And so I need to take it up. Some more of this. Power it up. How can I do that? Get running at full capacity. Well, let's take. What's cool about this stuff too is I can actually go in here and check on all these monitors. Oh, besides this one, for some reason. This one, I can check. Right? Oh, it's not on this side. It's over here. Which I can totally check. I can totally check. Right, so okay, I'm just making steel on this side and iron over here. Let's see. Aha, here they come. Oh, this is exciting. I've done it. I've now started. Let's see how well this works. Check every process here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. So I can do it like this. How's this going? Let's see how this is like this. There we go. How's this going? Like that. There we go. Okay, and then that's my needle on this. Not enough. More coal. Perfect. Ah, the sound of production. How's this going? At full production. Oh, a little better. So now, what should be happening here is this should be taking. Yes. Yeah, see, only a little bit, like 3. Oh, 6 there, whatever it was. This should now be getting. Okay. I am going to do coal. This. Steel, yeah, steel. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. Nice. Steel. Do it. Nice. Alright, let's go fix the, Hey, my frame rates are doing pretty good. That thread rod. I need to fix this. 2,581. Yeah, I haven't quite gotten at that. I think this should have. Hey, look at them. Yes. Needs to have 2. Look at them. So let's... Cooking. Those are steel. Hey, it worked. It worked. Can I get this to steel? Hey. A little bit. Just move now one over. Sure. Okay, we don't have too much coal. This. Oh, barely enough with that one. Okay, alright, so coal crusher. I think I have a sufficient amount. So that means if I do want to actually try to make, well, I guess we haven't fully reached capacity yet. Now let's go check the factories. How are we doing? Is this... Am I overflowing these factories now? That'd be awesome if I knew that these are getting backed up now. No. Nah, they'll never get backed up because it's in bursts. Let's see, how bad is they? Ooh, we haven't reached 3,000 yet. Alright, this is so fun. I got right around 2,900. I got a little slow. So I guess one thing I could always do is I could always plop this in there, so I have all the big coal come get sorted out. Get it all crushed. This. Am I getting rubies now? There we go. That'll be nice. Okay. want to see a ruby. I want to see a ruby. Because I'm out. Come on. Ruby!
Platforms.
There it is.
How dare ye? The insult of the century.
That's gonna get... Oh, hey.
There we go.
Hey. Hey. You're not supposed to be doing that. Okay, let's see what's going on. Buildings. Scaffolding. At large. What's going on here, folks?
Hello?
Are we, wishing this was full?
We need to make an actual staircase here.
Full one?
Staircase. Oh, and I could always, you know, do that.
Like that. How's this? Well,
Perfect.
I'm gonna do that just to be on the safe side. Let's go check on my copper factory, I guess. Not that I needed these. How's
But
this doing?
'tis nice.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah. No, we have plenty of coal. I think we're gonna end up... If we want to, we could go full steel if we wanted to. And full iron. Hey, we almost have enough. Let's build copper. Where's my iron at? Yeah, this. Not too good. So you know what I think I should do? Let's go full steel. Let's go full steel and just see if I can do it. Ready? Here we go. Just to see. Ooh, hardly anything's going this way. Come on, here's also
Really?
smart.
Let's clean these up real quick.
A lot of plates.
Take some of these off.
Alright, let's go check these. Products are still iron. Huh. Oh. Hear that? That constant grinding noise. Oh, that's exciting. Finish. Alright. Check. Let's check. Come on. Let's get in there. It has to prime. Actually, let's put them over here. How about that? How about that? So this can be plates. That thing is constantly moving. Are these staying high? Oops. Yeah, they are. They are. Okay, so those will eventually get there. They'll get there. It's just gonna it takes a minute. It takes a minute to get these up. Oh, hey. It's making steel. Nice. How's this one doing?
Oh yeah, this can.
Oh, come on.
This.
Oh, come on. You got it.
Pipe roller.
Yeah, this is...
No,
yeah, that one needed it.
Like so.
Product steel. Wait, really? Okay. So now what I need to do is actually put one of these. There we go.
I'm not sure what to do here. This, I guess. There we go.
I'm gonna get some random junk pipes. Potentially. Hey, I cleaned that up though. Yeah, I can clean up down here. How's this? How's my steel? Oh my goodness, that thing is... How am I think I need to get two
honestly, there's kind
threaded
of
rod machines on each one.
You know what? You know, if you're
I'm gonna do that.
Again, most of the stuff,
I
right?
feel like the influx there, it's worth it. Alright. How's my copper? Oh my god, this is like constant. This is...
So
I saw the things flying. I was like, what's going on?
actually,
Oh,
we're gonna. It's 'cause I did that. Do this proper.
Where anything happening here? Noteworthy?
I've sold them.
It's up.
How did a gold pipe get up
I'm
here?
gonna do this.
What are you doing up here, man?
Proper splitter. Let's do this again. One more. Like so. 5. Alright, so I don't need plates anymore. I need... Alrighty, and I'm gonna pipes. So those... Do I need rods? No, I don't need rods either. So I need... Alrighty, so threaded rods. I could make... Oh, there we go. That one I did it a little differently, but I think it worked out. How it going? 2,812. Really? I made some big improvements.
There.
Well, all right, folks. I honestly think
there's
more
nothing else I can do to this factory.
Get those cooking.
Off the top of my head, if you see anything, leave me a comment. Not that I think a lot of people are watching right now.
Ditch anything here, but hey, you might be
No,
the lucky ones.
Ditch anything here.
You could then tell me what you think I'm going to improve on my factory. I guess as a final farewell here to this one today.
I mean, not a final. I definitely would
guys, because it's not early access. There's still a lot to be done. Still lots of things that could be improved, I'm sure. You know, the efficiency of things. But, oh, I could have been, alright, improved this. Let's get underneath. Got duck, duck, duck. There we go. One extra precaution. You know, you never know. Falling off over here. So, hope you've enjoyed so far. Let's do a quick little tour, kind of just giving you where it all starts. It all begins with a mess to clean up. Truly, nothing's changed. I do wonder if I should be striving. Holy moly. Holy moly, that is a lot. I wonder if I should be putting walls up all this. Then I'd have no problem, huh? How are these doing in comparison? Doesn't look like anything's sticking up on the side. That looks like that's still flowing. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that's the Alright, goodness, I got sidetracked. Welcome to my factory tour. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see, over here in the yonder distance, it's not very far away, my sorter system. I have conveyor belts. I have split my entire classic map here into 2 conveyor belts of resources coming in. We have this one right here that's coming in, and we have this one right here that's coming in. And they all have about the same amount of miners on them. I think that, yeah, they definitely, I think I counted them. I could count them again. But anyway, as you can see, they're pretty much at capacity by the time they get here. They fill up and they are going along good, getting up there. And they end up here. Let me take up my very safe staircase. And one goes into here, one goes into here. And what I've done is on this side, you have iron and copper being sorted out, iron and copper being sorted out here. And then over here, you have coal and gold, and coal and gold. And the reason I did the groupings of that is that there isn't a lot of gold. So I tried to put it with something that had the most. And coal, there's a lot of coal on the map. So I decided to do that. I probably could have done copper in retrospect, but in reality, it still worked out in the end. I think you could have done any combination up there. But the important part was that once you've done that, you come down here. I've already separated the 2 of them, so these 2 just get crushed and go into here, down into this. And why? So now this, why was it important to keep it separated? On my first design, I combined all 4 of these back together, and then I thought, well, that was a waste of effort. I could have just kept them separated. So now this is separating with, you have your copper right here, and your iron over there. And that just makes one less step later. So iron comes out here, copper goes down there, it's all been crushed, prepared, and all that. Simply by just going through this order and dropping right into a crusher right there. And so my copper comes over here, I split it 2 ways, and it gets divided into this, and then continues on this way out of the factory and off onto its factory over into the main room, which we can take a look at in a moment. The iron comes over here, and iron is the biggest setup here. It gets taken, split 4 ways, so that it can either make iron on that half and steel on this half. But I have it set up, I did something funky here, also kind of, it does work once you have things primed. Well, I'll tell you the coal thing here first. So with the coal, I decided to do this. So go back up here. The same process as before, the golden coal comes down, and we have to move it over 1 instead of having it directly drop into crushers. And because I didn't want to crush the coal, I decided to just put it into here, and I don't sort out the large pieces of coal, but I sort out everything else. The gold goes that way, the crushed coal goes this way, and the crushed coal just drops and heads into this. Even though it's already crushed, it just still ends up in there. There's not a lot of it, so boom, it disappears. And then the coal comes down here, the large pieces, and I split it once, so half of it's going that way, and then half it's going this way, and then I split it again. And so that means another 25% of the total amount goes this way, and 25% goes that way. About. This is not 100%. It does its best as it can, because there's not a continuous flow. It's, you know, like that. There's a gap there. The lines are kind of causes things to kind of go a little wonky sometimes. But anyway, let's make sure all that's not a thing. So the stuff that the coal that doesn't crush, the 25%, goes down here, gets made into rubies and diamonds. See, there goes. There's a ruby right there. Perfect. Which is, I wasn't able to make rubies in my last sorter system, but this does work now. Alright, now this is where some of the magic happens. If I can get out of here. There we go. I did something I wasn't sure it would work, but I got it to work. Okay. First and foremost, I have a divider here. This is a lane switcher, you know, routing conveyor, and it basically makes it so that I can switch on if I want to just have half of my production here just make steel and the other half to make iron. I don't have a way to make this fully make iron if I wanted to, which I could in the future. So anyway, but right now I have it set to the all steel mode, so everything, all of these are making steel, and you can see from that, it's in the green right there, the product is going to be steel. If you could see right there, it does say steel. Yeah, sufficient coal for steel, and all of them, all four of them should be that way now. Yep, that's plenty. That is plenty, and that is plenty. It's all four of them. And it's just enough. I wish there was a way I could divide it off a little bit less of this and send a little more to rubies. Just kind of have it like just barely making this work. But I decided that with my situation here, how much space I have, this was the best option. But I love this because with just one simple thing, I can just cut the coal off from this direction and just send all the coal that way. The only issue with that is that then they'll get a lot of coal, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I could have figured out a way to make this, if I had a little more space, that I could just divert these. So only like, you know, the 25% that I'm sending back in, I could divert it, go back around, which I guess I could fit in something right here. Like this could be a lane switcher and have this wrap around the other side that goes back in and goes right there. I could do that at some point, and I might, who knows. But yeah, that is, let's see, I guess that's all the smelting and sorting done. And then our first factory, that is the closest one, this is my main steel one. This one is always going to be steel, so this will come in, everything gets polished right there. And then I did a positive filter system where I just put in the steel ingot that I need, that will go down and be put into here, and then goes through. So I make iron rods, or sorry, steel rods here, and then steel rods that get turned into threaded rods here. And sometimes there's a big flow, and so I put in two here because I noticed there was like backup of rods on this. So putting in one of these smart splitters here, boom, 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 which this splitter works a lot better than the conveyor belt one because it literally just moves it around the objects individually, which is huge. But anyway, another important feature here is I have this lane switcher here. This will basically just make it so that everything that's coming down, if I need to like update this factory and I don't want it running while I do it, like I don't want like the ingots coming in, I can just switch this lane diverter on and bam, nothing's coming in. I can work on it and I don't have to worry about it. So, which I guess does bring to count that eventually, I just realized my goal is to do ingots at some point, steel ingots. Looks like I have enough steel plate and rods. I just need more steel pipes, steel gears, and steel ingots. So I guess I could create another splitter that splits off and like this. Anyway, this here is my diverted lane. So this, and just going straight towards the deposit box. And this right here is the diverted lane for my iron that also does steel. And so one important thing you have to put in here, this needs two ingots. You need an iron ingot and a steel ingot so that they both can end up in here depending on what you're running at the time. I would say the switchover period from switching those over from steel to iron, there's a little bit of a time where it kind of flops back and forth and you could end up with some slag pipes in here. Not a big deal to me. So, because actually at the end you actually need to make slag on purpose to get the goal of the master MineMogul, I think. What is it called?
No, that's research. The MineMogul, yes. The ultimate MineMogul, yes. You have to have. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I thought you had to make some slag. Oh, I said this one. Maybe it's not the other one. There's another one you have to make slag. Huh. I thought you had to make slag for one of these. Anyway, I'm hoping to get this unlocked so that I can get all these going. Right now I'm stuck here for a little bit. But, oh yeah, coal ore. That's going to be one that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to have to do. But I'm thinking first I'll get the polished ruby gems, all those, and these ones. Celestite geode. Oh my goodness. That must be really rare. Only need 10 of them? Wait, what is it? Only... The element MineMogul trophy only available to the true masters of the shaft. Yes, true masters of the shaft. Alright. Again, this is just actually a way to move over the line a little bit. Works out great. Anyway, as you can see, this is a mess that needs picking up. Again. By the way, this setting of on the picker upper here, resources not on conveyors, is huge. I use this all the time. How to pick up my messes. Alright. This is my gold factory. It's the smallest one because there's not a lot of gold on this map. As you can see, they require you to have 2,000 these gold ones, but it only requires gold ingot, gold plate, gold rod, gold gear. So I actually don't need the threaded rods anymore. I could actually stop those. But yeah, see, I do have ingots being separated out as well, so they're also being produced. That's why you can see there's 108 of them. So I'm actually gonna gold rod, yeah. So I think I'm gonna set this down. There we go. There we go. I guess I could do this. Real quick, one last little construction project here. Because I could flip it like this. You know, just so I have it. Oh. I think like that. Let's do a diverter one. Okay, so everyone needed to make like so. That should work because it goes straight rods. Now let's there we go. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so yeah, I make gold pipes. What, do I even need that? I don't need gold pipes again. I guess there's something I don't need. Oh my goodness. Copper makes its way everywhere. There's so much copper ingots. So many copper ingots is amazing. But yeah. Oh, my resources have kind of peaked. Oh yeah, that's just why. Every once in a while I have to go through and clean up my factory. mainly over here. Our stuff is being delivered. But I think actually I could. I bet I could fix this a little bit too. Like that. That could work. There we go. Another thing I could do is I could totally reroute some of the stuff here. Oh, there we go. It declogs itself here every once in a while. Oh, alright, that's annoying. That does bring up an interesting point there. There are some things that you don't need to worry about creating slag by having mixed material. It would be interesting to make a factory based off of what you want to make. Like I want